What if Naruto had the Rinnegan Part 12? An older Naruto and Sasuke are seen sparring against each other. This time they look like they were testing more than their strength. To an outside perspective, it would look like they were trying to kill each other. A Rasengan and Chidori clashing all over the place, different variants of each technique. Naruto being set on fire before absorbing the chakra, Sasuke getting sent through trees and rocks on a mountainside by Almighty Push. Every now and again they would stop to catch their breath before going at each other again. When they got truly exhausted, they would sit down next to a stream, lighting a fire and cooking some fish they had caught before talking about their current training and their current strength. Naruto turned to Sasuke, telling him that tomorrow will be their very last training session before having to return to the Leaf Village. This was a day they were both excited for, but also dreaded at the same time. I'll get onto why in a little bit. They both start talking about the first thing they would do when they get back, and Sasuke seemed a little quiet when asked this, which Naruto expected after what had happened only a year prior. Sasuke eventually answers, saying that they will have to go and see the Hokage first and have a little chat. Naruto had a solemn face, but understood what he was saying, and also nodded in agreement, muttering under his breath that something has to be done. Before going to sleep, Naruto enters his mindscape to see Kurama, who, from Sasuke using his Genjutsu and subsequently Amaterasu, was able to enter the cage and completely destroy it, letting Kurama free and granting Naruto all of his strength, well, access to his strength. Naruto asked Kurama if he had any advice of how to handle what was to come, but Kurama simply shook his head, telling Naruto that this is down to the two of them, but he has the utmost faith in both of them to do what needs to be done. Naruto gives him a half smile, and also thanking him for his confidence. The next morning, the two of them wake up, and with their time up, Naruto summons a giant bird for him and Sasuke to ride back to the village. The ride was very quiet, apart from the odd squawking coming from other birds above them. They make it back to the village at an insane speed and carry on till they reach the roof of the Hokage's office. Well, the Hokage's mansion. They look over the railing and see that the buildings have been repaired and the village was booming compared to when they left. More people had turned up, there'd been more shops, but they didn't have time to see. Well, they didn't have time to sightsee right now. They make their way down the stairs, walking into the Hokage's office. Fortunately, the only person there was the Hokage. Even the Anbu that usually hung around had been sent away. The Hokage greets them and hopes their years had been fruitful. Naruto showed his latest development in power, KCM2, while Sasuke didn't show his Mangekyo, but his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which both of these techniques took Hiruzen by surprise, nearly giving him a heart attack. I mean, he is older than the last seen him, and he was old then anyway. Sasuke formally asked the Hokage if he could put him in under a Genjutsu. They all need to talk without anyone else listening. Hiruzen, having a feeling of what this was about, gives his permission, and Naruto puts his hand onto Sasuke's shoulder, connecting their chakras so he could also be in the same place, in the same Genjutsu. They find themselves outside the Uchiha compound, but could see someone stood waiting for them. They move closer, and Hiruzen looks confused as they see Itachi Uchiha. Hiruzen turns to Sasuke and asks why he was showing him Itachi, here of all places. But then Hiruzen hears, "Hello, Lord Hokage." Hiruzen turns round slowly as he says this isn't part of Sasuke's genjutsu. This is actually him. Looking closer into the man's eyes, he also has an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and seems to be in perfect health. It actually explains that since obtaining the EMS, he is now able to use Tsukuyomi to enter another person's genjutsu, simply by locking onto their distorted chakra signature. Sasuke tells the Hokage that he knows the truth about the massacre, that it was Danzo who ordered it, and that his brother is only guilty for following the orders of the Leaf Village. Hiruzen, with a heavy heart, confirms this, a bit worried of what Sasuke was going to do now that he knows the truth. Sasuke was visibly angry, having all this confirmed by the Hokage, and even put his hand near his newly acquired sword. But he had years to come to terms with this. He pulls his hand away from his sword and makes a formal request. He asks if it was possible to have Danzo reprimanded for his crimes against his clan, and have Itachi come back to the village as a Leaf citizen once again, where he should be. Hiruzen looks to Itachi, asking if this is truly what he wants. Once he does this, his cover will be blown. But Itachi simply says that he helped kill his own partner. His cover is already blown. Hiruzen nods and agrees. Danzo will be held accountable for his actions, and Itachi's name will be stricken from the bingo book. Itachi then pipes in with his own request. He would like the Sharingan that Danzo took from his closest friend. Shisui's eyes shouldn't be used by the person that killed him. This was news to Hiruzen, as he didn't know Shisui. Well, he knew Shisui had died, but he didn't know that this was how. But he gives his answer to Itachi, telling him yes. Shisui was the only person who could have stopped the coup peacefully, after Minato, that is. Hiruzen was incredibly angry that his oldest friend went that far and accidentally disrupted his own chakra flow, pulling him out of the genjutsu. He ordered Sasuke and Naruto to bring Itachi to the office unnoticed, which they turned and said they already did. Looking out the window, they could see several crows, who then entered the window, reforming Itachi's body. Hiruzen then sent a message to Danzo to come to the Hokage's office immediately. They have a matter they need to discuss. After about 10 minutes or so, Danzo enters the office and sees Sasuke and Naruto stood next to the Hokage. Danzo asks what was so urgent, and Sasuke, while trying to control himself, tells Danzo that for the crimes against the Uchiha clan, he is now under arrest. Danzo tries rationalising all this, saying that they would have destroyed the village. No one could have stopped them peacefully. But Itachi, who was stood behind the door, says someone was going to, and you killed him, before ripping out Shisui's eye, causing Danzo a massive amount of pain. Danzo, knowing that he could be killed at any moment due to Itachi having the Amaterasu, decides now will be his only chance and lunges towards Naruto, trying to pluck out one of his Rinnegan. But what he didn't expect was Naruto showcasing KCM once again and punching Danzo hard enough to not only knock him out, but to send him through the wall of the office. He quickly apologised to the Hokage, while Itachi woke Danzo up, placing him in Tsukeyama, making him relive the moment he lost Shisui's Sharingan over and over again. Sakura, Kakashi, and Jiraiya all appear in the Hokage's office, all very confused, as Danzo was having chakra suppression seals put onto him, and seeing Itachi Uchiha stood there. Hiruzen gives a brief rundown and explains it, and tells them that Itachi is now to be considered a Leaf Jonin once again. Then turning to Itachi, welcoming him back to the village. Itachi subsequently bows, thanking the Hokage for everything, and goes off with Sasuke back to the Uchiha compound. Naruto shouts after them, telling them that they better be ready for ramen later on. Sasuke turns around looking happier than anyone had ever seen him, and shouts that it's on him. Naruto smiles and turns to Jiraiya, happy to see him once again. Jiraiya asks how his training went, with Naruto, yet again, showing off KCM2, and even showing his newest jutsu, the Rasen Shuriken. Jiraiya's jaw dropped seeing both of these, and even Kakashi was surprised, as he couldn't even add a nature transformation to the Rasengan. Sakura's just stood at the back silently, as she looked in the direction Sasuke had walked in, looking a bit upset that he didn't even acknowledge her. Naruto put his hand on her shoulder, telling her that it's been a long few years, and now it's finally over. He just wants to make up some lost time with his brother. That's all. We're going out for ramen later, all of us, so you'll have a chance to see each other. Naruto had a huge smile on his face, which made Sakura smile herself, before welcoming Naruto back home. I'm gonna leave it here for now, and I'm sorry if you can hear fireworks. It's bonfire night and they're doing my fucking head in, but hey ho. Also, my voice isn't great because once again I'm ill, but I hope you enjoyed this part and the rest of the series. If you've seen it, like and subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you all later. Bye.